Hello, Gemini. It is Rebecca Empathic Crow. I am excited to be doing these zodiac readings. These general readings are collective readings, so of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This could be for any of your Gemini signs, or even if you just are feeling a Gemini energy or called to watch this video. Although I am recording it in February, with the focus on February to the end of March, it could be timeless and for you at any time that it presents to you. And take, again, what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you'd like a private reading to be able to explore more specific things for yourself, definitely contact me and let me know. And then also, when it comes to my readings, I do have training on the cards, but at the same time, I'm an intuitive reader. So even though for the other signs that I've recorded so far, some of the same cards have come out, it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same meaning. Kind of what you see is what you get. So you've seen, even when I'm like flubbing up my words, I just keep going unless it just is really discombobulated. Having said that, Gemini, let's start. Your energy is already feeling a little different from the other signs that I've recorded, Aquarius through Taurus so far. But let's see what's coming through for you. All right, God, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Goodness gracious. Taurus, I felt like I shuffled forever to get a card. You've got cards already coming out. So we've got Justice, which has come out in some of the other readings. And we've got the Three of Wands. Let me see, because those flipped out so quickly, what's coming through in this energy. I feel like that you are in this space where you feel like other people are standing here looking around and trying to figure out what's going on. And you're like, I've already told you what I think we need to do. Like, what would, is it snowing? It is snowing. We've already had so much snow. I thought it was supposed to warm up. Okay, I'm going to keep going. 2:22 on the clock when I looked up. All right, so Gemini, I feel like you're in this space where you're like, you're not going to stay in those spaces or around the people where you've tried to help with balance and cutting through the crap with the sword and the scales and stay stuck in the energy of what should we do. Sometimes you may feel like you can see a lot of different angles, but you're like, I've put all that out there so far. I've told you what I think we should do. Like, we could be moving forward. There's something with this green and red in both of their outfits. Notice there's a lot of red and a lot of green. And I feel like that this is you. You're coming at it from a very grounded and heart-centered perspective. And I don't know what's going on with the lighting again. That happened 1 or 2 readings ago, but we'll just see. It's not the lighting from outside or from my lamp. It may not even show up in the video because sometimes it glitches and it doesn't show up. Anyway, I feel like you are coming from a very grounded space and you're coming at things with your heart. Like this yellow and orange that I see in here, you're allowing yourself to be seen and you are very passionate about what you're saying, but it feels like people aren't listening and there's a frustration that comes with that. And you're trying to be very balanced in it, but at the same time it's like, why are we still standing here? I hear in this card, why are we still standing here? Why aren't we just doing what needs to be done? So Gemini, what is this about? What's going on for you? All right. See if we can get some cards to flip out either one at a time or at least in an orderly manner. And now it's not snowing anymore. It was a very brief moment. And I feel like that's kind of the energy that you're in. It's like, if it's not going to stick, if it's not going to stay around, if it's going to change, why are we stuck in this energy? And I feel like you feel this Eight of Swords, like here you are trying to focus on what's just and fair and what's going to be helpful. And people aren't listening. They aren't doing anything different. And it feels like they're just kind of pinning you. Like I'm seeing a pen cushion with this Nine of Swords and seeing like a pen cushion. And it's just like they're sticking a pen in it. And it's like, it's just kind of like keeping you in one space. Whereas a pen cushion would be helpful in sewing because it means that you're not losing your pens. this feels more like they're just kind of like pinning you in space. They're in place. They're not necessarily stabbing you. This isn't like Ten of Swords energy, but this is where it feels like you've put some emotions into it, but your emotions have, now it's snowing again. I don't know. Your emotions are kind of dried up in some spaces. Like here's this mud, and I'm not seeing it as like being emotional and then grounded, like with the heart and the grounded. It feels more like, fine, if you want to hold me back, then I'm just not going to put as much passion into it. But it's hard for you to not put passion into things, Gemini. We've got the sacral chakra orange on here, and those bindings are very loose, and these swords, they are in the ground, but you could easily move past them. The castle's in the background. You're just kind of standing there with the blindfold on. And it's like you needing to get out of this energy of feeling like you're trying to create balance, because you can't change the mind of people who are stuck, staring at the possibilities, not even seeing all the possibilities that you're seeing, and pushing. Good Lord, those are some big snowflakes. Sorry, I don't know where the energy of distraction is coming from. Actually, let's pause and I'll show you the snowflakes. All right, Gemini, I don't know if you can see through the camera the snowflakes that are coming down because there aren't as many now. We'll pause again and get back to your reading. Okay, we're going to try to like not focus on the snow. I don't know if you could see it. But yeah, this feels like you've tried to push forward for justice and to say, hey, here are some things that I feel like will be helpful, and why can't people just see this? And they're just standing there. I'm seeing a Sims character that's like, so they're being a non-player character. There we go, an NPC. And they're just standing there, and you're feeling like, ugh, you're stifling my energy. And the Queen of Wands says, why are you focused on that? Why are you focused on that? Do you? Like, she's looking very magical to me right now. I don't think I've ever necessarily said that about the Queen of Wands. Maybe I have. But that solar plexus chakra, it's you not worrying about what other people are trying to do or aren't trying to do, and understanding that you can't bring everybody along. You may have really good ideas, but you can't make everybody do the things that you feel like would be good for them or good for you, even if they're really good ideas and you're a bit playful. So sometimes maybe people don't take you as seriously as they should. It doesn't mean that you are not the Queen of Wands, that you are not this person who brings in the sunlight. You bring in the sunflowers. You bring in that even Leo energy. Maybe you have Leo placements. Maybe you're a Leo sun. But with that Gemini, there's a confidence about you, and you bring that in. Don't let other people stifle that for you. Regardless of being in this situation where she has, like, she's not out in a beautiful, lush field like maybe the Empress is. But she still knows that what she has, she's going to present it, and she's bringing the energy. And even with this black cat, which some people may see as taboo, she's like, I'm not focused on these old structures and how people have these ideas about them. Let's move forward. Let's make some movement. Again, I feel like this is kind of saying, let's think of some possibilities and some ideas. So just keep in mind, Gemini, that sometimes if we feel like we're being blocked, we're going to feel like we're being stuck or isolated. But you are the one that gets to choose how you move forward, who you interact with, whether you stay with something that feels like it's stuck in the past and it's not moving. You get to make those choices. All right, so what else do we have maybe coming from the tarot? And I say maybe because your cards are moving pretty quick. The Fool. So that taking a leap of faith, not feeling like you have to depend on others. You've got the tools. You've got the things that you need. She has the wand. She's got that passion. She's got that drive. She's got, I'm seeing it even as like a walking stick as she's holding it. Like she's got something to help her stay stable. So it's just being grounded. Sometimes with Gemini, okay, maybe you can get a little bit too excited with the ideas. Maybe feel like you're not grounded enough flitting is the word coming in, flitting, like I'm seeing a hummingbird kind of flying around with the quick wings. So you can still be grounded. Again, I'm seeing the lines again down here on either side. I was looking at them up here earlier. So it's having that grounded confidence. And with her walking stick, like she's able to move. And it's interesting because there are the pyramids back here. So there is some of the old. You're not throwing the old out. You honor the old. You understand it. But it's like we don't have to stay stuck in the ideas that were created around those structures. We can understand that you can have that and bring in new ideas. And she's sitting on a stone. Like I said, not green, not the lush valley. And then with the Fool is in this space where, again, there's not the green, lush, whatever. But the Fool is just like, I'm taking a journey. I've got my backpack or whatever you want to call it. That's not really a knapsack. I don't know. What would you call it? And then a flower in the other hand. So this is such a Gemini energy in this card. But there's the loyal companion down here. So it's moving forward with that confidence, but also with having the knapsack, like kind of like where I said, this is giving me like walking stick energy over here. Like it's coming at it, having some tools, having some groundedness, but also not feeling like you're pinned down or stuck. That's one of the beautiful things about you, Gemini, is that you can move through situations, and the twins, the duality of it all means that you can see things from different perspectives. Sometimes you need to slow down a little bit. So this leap of faith, at least, like I said, he's got some preparation going on. So you got to slow down and prepare a little bit, but you're somebody that's not going to be like I think it was Taurus's reading, the phrase shit or get off the pot came through. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. My videos are 18 and up anyway. That's not you. You're not sitting there trying to decide what decision you make. And so it's, again, still about balance, but it's not letting yourself feel stifled in your ideas because of what other people said. So balance those emotions that you have in relation to anything from the past. This injustice, yeah, it gets you fired up, gets you passionate, but you come at it with grounded emotions, being able to say, I'm passionate and I do love these things and I do want to do these things. Like it brings me joy, but I can do it from a space where I don't have to feel so hurt or upset by the people who don't understand me. And I can find the people who do. The people who are going on this journey with you, Gemini. I don't know where you're going, what your journey is, but finding the people who go on that journey with you. Anything else from the tarot deck? And I was looking, I do my cards all the same way. So if they come out reversed, or I read them reversed, it's all intuitive. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Like you're ready to take action. You're ready to do something different. You're not stuck in this, let me think about it, energy that I'm feeling in this 3 of Wands. Like you're like, let's go. We'll see if there's anything else coming out from the tarot, but I feel like we're about ready to move forward. Oh, and I got the hiccups. All right. Oh, Gemini. Yeah, King of Pentacles. You know what you want. You know how to get it. You can put in the work for it. It's just allowing yourself, like, I don't know why I keep hearing, just don't get cocky. This card out of all of them, there's a little bit in the 8 of Wands, but this card out of all of them has the most growth, leaves, like that nature aspect to it of any of them. He's still sitting on stones. So it's like the abundance, the growth, it comes from you. Like I said, you don't want to get cocky about it, but you can create that growth and abundance. And you can be a leader in this. So if you feel like something needs to change, you don't have to wait for others to come along with you. And if they try to put you down for it, that's their own stuff that they need to heal. But if you get grounded in your emotions, get grounded, you can still have that heart and passion, you can move forward with confidence and it'll be okay. Like the King of Pentacles, he's definitely confident and he has put in the thought, he's worked for what he wants, and he's created that abundance. And he doesn't worry about whether others are going to come with him or not, because they either do or they don't. All right, strength is on the bottom of the deck, so we'll go ahead and pull that. You definitely have a strength, and you are somebody, I feel like, who would be willing to do things that others wouldn't. Like, you know, she's putting her hand in the lion's mouth to help the lion. And I feel like that's one of the reasons some people are staying stuck, is that they don't want to do those things that may feel more uncomfortable or things that they don't fully understand. And it's okay. It's okay. All right. So Gemini, we're going to move on to this. It says love oracle cards because it does have a love theme to some of them, but I'm using it today to just see what are emotional patterns or patterns, behaviors, things like that, that would be helpful or that need to change. So for these cards, let's see. What does Gemini need to release? What does Gemini need to release or to move forward? All right, so we'll go with these, even though 2 or 3 slid out. All right. You got to let go of the overthinking. Missing you, craving, desire. I feel like this is about the people that may not be supportive of 1616 on the clock or coming along in your journey. You can still think about them. You can still miss them. You can still desire having them in your life. It's just understanding that the capacity that you wanted them to be in your life and may be different than what actually they're capable of. So it's letting go of some of that overthinking and past thinking. It's letting yourself move forward one day, someday, somewhere, another time. So this, I feel like, is you being able to balance that heart, where we talked about balancing these emotions and understanding that that one day and some time you may be feeling that in this, but if you balance those emotions, it's coming in quicker than you think. So I feel like we're switching gears from one day, someday this will happen, to how do I make this happen? I may not have other people supporting me and I may see what needs to be done, but what can I do? How do I make this happen? How do I move forward myself? How do you move forward yourself, Gemini? All right, anything else from this deck? We'll do 2 more shuffles, but if not, we're moving on to the Inner Child Oracle. Yep. By Amanda Lynn Elsing. I'll show you the cover real quick. And we're going to see what your inner child is telling you. What does Gemini need? What does Gemini need right now? Okay. Gemini, of course, you would be the reading with the 2. 11, master number. We're not breaking that down. Do what you need to do. It may be difficult, but now is the time. That's been the whole message. And with this, look, you've got some divine guidance coming in. And with her having those black crow looking wings versus the white angel wings, I feel like, again, this is talking about balance, the duality, you know, the yin and the yang, the balance of both sides. You are Gemini, so we're looking at both sides. And there's kind of like this angelic, but also fairy quality. Not trying to put my middle finger up there. To this card where we've got very fairy elements like the mushrooms and stuff, but we've also got that angel and the beams. So this is you being able to just pull in the different aspects of your personality. And like, I see whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Some people aren't seeing your vision because it's not one thing. It's not one path. Wait. Yeah. So this is what I was thinking of. He has like multiple paths underneath him, or areas that could look like a path. And I feel like that's what you're offering, is like, we don't have to just do this one way. Like, we could do this and this, and we could even do this. And hey, if you have that idea, I know how we can work it in. And that's one of the beautiful things of you. I was going to say beauty of Gemini, but it just didn't work in the moment. But that's one of the beautiful things about you, is that you can be super creative and sometimes see outside of the box, whereas other people may not be able to. And last card, 38, which also breaks down to an 11. Gemini, are you kidding me? 1111. You are enough. You don't have to give more. And notice that there's this darker energy, and then it goes out into the brighter, almost like it is a rainbow, like the rainbow halo and the glow around her. So again, it's giving this energy of that duality, the rainbow and the shine versus the darker background. Just be yourself, Gemini. That's you. And then notice that there are some crows in the background, and I talked about the crow wings. So I'm empathic crow, and I know why I love crows. But I feel like there may be something there of it saying, like with the crow, people sometimes minimize the worth of crows or don't understand them. They don't understand the intelligence. They don't understand how crows can be really playful, but they also are very intuitive, very insightful, and they're watching, they're observing, and they figure out who are people that are going to be kind, that they want to be around, and they figure out who are people that are not kind, and they can be pretty mischievous. So can you, Gemini. So can all of us, but I see you as my little like jokesters at times. I have Gemini rising, so I get it. And I'm married to a Gemini, so again, definitely get it. But yeah, do what you need to do. You are enough. And Gemini, 1111. 1111. Just be yourself. Do what you need to do. Don't let others make you feel like, I just heard don't put baby in a corner. If you've watched the original Dirty Dancing or you're older like I am, don't let others put you in a corner. Don't let others stifle you. All right, that is the reading, Gemini. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know if this resonated for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you'd like a private read, you can always book that with me. I do have openings, and I'm looking forward to doing more of these zodiac readings. And thank you for the fun and playful energy of this reading, Gemini. I'm really excited about that. So I will see you again, maybe March, maybe beginning of April. We will see. Take care. Have fun.